Hey everybody, I'm doing something a little different here because I tried to find information about this online and I couldn't find anything. I got a 2001 Honda Shadow Sabre here. It's got a water-cooled engine in it, and my hot light was coming on when it was idling, and I wanted to check the coolant level, and I had to do quite a bit of searching to find it. So let me show you guys how to check the coolant level on a, I don't know, 2001 to 2005 or 2000, 2005, whatever, Honda Shadow Sabre. Let me show you how to check the antifreeze level on these. It's kind of hard to do. I'm sitting here on the ground, that's why. Let me show you. All right, let me turn around here real quick. Okay, so this is my 01 Honda Shadow Sabre. As you can see, it's a really nice bike. I take good care of it. And I wanted to ride it, and I let it sit in idle for a while because it had old gas in it. And I wanted to get that old gas out of there. So I let it sit in idle, and I noticed a hot light was coming on, so I shut it off. And I went inside to try to check, or I looked around and tried to figure out how to check the coolant level, and I didn't know how to do that. It's got a radiator right here, and it's got an electric fan. You can see the fan right in there. So it's been idle for a couple minutes. It's not warm enough yet for it to come on, but it'll probably come on here in a minute. But anyhow, so on the passenger side of the bike, or the right side of the bike, I should say, the right side of the bike. So you've got your oil fill plug there, your dipstick there. This is your rear brake reservoir. Mine was a little low, so I added a little fluid to it. And back here, all the way back by the rear peg, there's a passenger peg there. Right here is your coolant. It says coolant on the cap. Let me grab that cap. Where's it at? Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. See that? It says coolant on the cap. So this cap screws on right there, okay? Screws on. So anyhow, I wanted to check my coolant level. I didn't know how, so I decided to do a little research, and I figured out how to do it, but it's kind of a pain to find. But let me show you how to do it real quick. So this reservoir fill tube goes down here and into a rubber line, and actually right down here behind this exhaust pipe is a coolant reservoir tank. You can actually see it right there. Ouch, touched the exhaust. Right there is that coolant tank. So it's I don't know how well you can see it back in there with a white tank. So that line right there goes into the tank and comes up to this coolant reservoir, which is right by the rear shock or the rear peg, okay? So that's where that's at. And you can see the tank. If you lay down on the ground, you can see the tank. There, you see it up in there? So that's your coolant reservoir tank. Now it's hard to tell, but if you look right there where the rear brake fluid reservoir is, right behind it is that antifreeze overflow tank, okay? And I'm gonna try to get in here because this thing's hot. If you look, see if I can show it in here. Hold on a second. Let me get a different grip on this phone. Okay, if I go in there, you can see there's your coolant reservoir tank. All right, hold on a second. Let me get a little more position here. I don't know how I can do this. Let me try to use a stick. Okay, so right down there at the bottom is a line. See that line on the tank? And then up a little higher, up there is another line. So that's your low, and that's your fill line. Okay, so you want your antifreeze to be up to this level up here, basically even with the top of this little thing there, or whatever that is. All right, so I'll get you in there. There, see that? See, there's your lower reservoir line down there, and your upper one is up there. Okay, now how do you see that? Okay, so I take a flashlight here and I put it behind the rear tire, or in front of the rear tire, and I shine it. See how it's shining there? Now if I get it to where it's shining on there good. Okay, now see if I get this light to stay so I can show you guys. Ah, come on. Trying to get this light to stay. Okay, there. So if I shake this, you see the fluid? See it moving around in there? So So I'm just below the full line, okay? But the bike is also leaning, so when I straighten the bike out, it should be right on the full line. So if you put a flashlight down there, shine it on the back of the tank. So my flashlight, you see that? It's pointing upward, shining on the back of the tank, and then you shake the bike back and forth, you can see the fluid moving there. I don't know how well you can see that. See if I can get in there a little. There you go, you can see it good now. See it moving? And my light just fell. Okay. So anyhow, that's how you check the fluid, the antifreeze in the overflow tank on a 01 to 05 Shadow Sabre, maybe a 2000 to 05, I don't know. You can see it moving in there, see it? I'm trying to hold my phone still, it's kind of hard to do. There you go, see that? Okay, so I'm almost to the full mark. All right, so anyhow, I hope this helps somebody, because I had no idea how to check it, but if you got one of these bikes and you need to check the antifreeze level, that's where it's at, that's how to check it. I used a little, I use this little funnel here. I got it from the parts store or whatever. It's got a tiny opening in it, and I just put it in that tube right there and just poured antifreeze directly in that tube because I was a little low. So anyhow, I hope that helps you guys. Hope it helps somebody. You know, if it does, great. Just trying to put videos on here that help people. All right, guys. Thanks for watching my channel. I appreciate it. Wags Automotive out. Talk to you later. Bye.